toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Scarlet Knights will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Oregon's offense will take the field first. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game?
Oh, he's got some space. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. To the ground with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. It has been a rocky ride through Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
Yeah, and sometimes the Big Ten will do that to you, right? It's a competitive conference. There's a lot of competitive environments that you have to step into, and they haven't been great this season, let's be honest. But, Jesse, I'm more interested to see how they finish off the last part of this season, because it's one thing to have expectations and to get down. It's another thing to quit.
Yeah, you just want to see how resilient they are too, David, because the coach, he's been saying the right things after taking all these losses at the podium after games. We got guys hurt. We've got young players. We're inexperienced. We're learning how to win. But, you know, you're running out of time for excuses. You've now got to turn the page. You've got to show up. You've got to put a complete game together and get a double.
The Ducks have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Davison. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Lions. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Lost to throw again. Got it in the middle, it's Key. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their 1st drive of the game is working to perfection.
Snags it over the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Takes the easy completion. Can't get him to the ground. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to barrel in.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Had it in his hands for the score and let him fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, you usually don't get that wide open in the end zone. If that ball comes in like that, that's a play the receiver has just got to be able to make for his team.
After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Oregon! They grab the early lead.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Rutgers offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Back to pass, it's Schultz. Unloads to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in just outside the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Gets it past the marker. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. They'll toss it to the left. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Ducks are flying down the field. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rutgers has it back, and they'll send the offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He leaves it with his back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To the air, it's Schultz. Under fire. And the heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And the Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys offense.
There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Going to swing it on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Davison. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
One of the things you learn about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
When you got a weapon this good at tight end, a quarterback, you've got to look his way, especially in this area of the field, because remember, it's the red zone where these windows are so small. Nice job getting the completion and picking up the first.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse agrees. See, they
got some room headed to the goal line. He almost Punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Ducks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Caught behind the line. It's Dean.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Scanning the field, it's Schultz. Unloads it left. Pulls it in. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. They'll run play action. It's complete on the right side. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Caught in the backfield, it's Dean. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. He finds a little bit of room to operate. He goes out of bounds at the 12. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. They'll leave it with the lone back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. The Ducks line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Just feeds the running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. What a disappointment. No good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He wants to change this route.
Let's go! Let's go!
From the gun, looking for a man. Makes the catch. It's Moore. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of football.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their
turning it on. Oh, it's out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Running back searching for a hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Back to pass on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He fires one deep over the middle. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Looking downfield, it's Schultz. Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down. The Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. Catches it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance. He makes this offense go.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Finds a man on the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
Well, that's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Wants to throw again. Quickly complete. He'll step out of bounds at the 11. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The running back has it. Touchdown Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
28.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes the catch at the 30. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense in an empty set. Looking to throw. He's going to let it go. He's got it inside the 25. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Wideout trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking to buy time. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
I like that decision by the quarterback. There are a lot of young guys out there that would try to find a way to somehow get this ball in the end zone. You start trying to get too greedy, and that's when you start throwing interceptions in critical moments. That was just 2nd down. You can throw that one away, live to play another down. We've got 3rd.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense in press coverage. Looking to throw, it's Schultz. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to pass. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Blake. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on fourth down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Back open in the middle. He stopped at the 27-yard line, needed a little bit more to pick up that first down, and now they have a decision to make. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
And this one is perfect. And the field goal is good. on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback making checks. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with it.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
42, Spider. 42.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fires left. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
The Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. And here comes the punt team.
On to punt it away.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. Reels it in down the left side. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. After this, it'll be a wrap. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's going to go down as time has run out. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think